I'm Janay and I'm here for Bellator 199. I'm about to make my debut this Saturday, May 12th, SAP Centre here in San Jose. I fight out of Sydney, Australia, and I'm from the Gold Coast. I had my first fight just after I turned 18. I started karate when I was younger, and then I just wanted something a little bit more challenging, a little bit more mature, I guess. And so I transitioned to MMA when I found a gym that I liked, and my coach felt like he was a good vibe, and I kind of then fell in love with it after I started. It wasn't something that I seeked out, but I ended up becoming a big part of my life obviously afterwards. I'm definitely more of a striker. I'm aggressive but still fairly technical. Striking wise, I've never been like, everyone has kind of like labeled me like a Muay Thai background or something because I've dabbled in these things, but I've always just been like an all-rounder and someone who's just created my striking style around MMA, not necessarily started in boxing, transitioned, or started in kickboxing and transitioned. So I think that works really well for me because I've taken all the best out of each kind of sport in the way of striking and put it into my style, and usually each fight. Everyone loves the glory, but I think I just love the challenge, constantly putting myself in uncomfortable situations, whether it be the weight cut, the actual camp itself, fight week, and everything in between, and then the actual fight. It's always something that's a challenge. It's experiences that not everyone gets to do, and I find it so kind of invigorating that it's kind of a different avenue to a lot of people, and as well as that, I get to face challenges that other people don't, so I get to test my personality and will and all that sort of stuff a lot of the time, so it's really cool. My nickname's Hollow Point. It's relevant because the way a Hollow Point acts is almost how I act in a fight, and so we both do a lot of damage, that kind of thing, so it was kind of on par. And then I love black and gold and that kind of color scheme, so it all kind of, we gravitated towards that name, and then it worked out well. It's big, but it's getting bigger. It's on its way up. It definitely needs a little bit more size. Australia's a little bit secluded as an MMA scene, and it's only just developing in the way of new governings and rules and like drug testing and stuff like that. All that's such a progression at the moment. It's still very new and still in its like baby phase, so we'll see how it goes soon. Traveling is obviously something that is a bit time consuming and it plays on your body a lot, but I just enjoy kind of, since it's something I'm going to have to do for a very long time. I love Australia and I love the Gold Coast, so I'll probably continue to travel for my fights and my bouts, but it's exciting because you get here and it's all like new and it's a new scene. You get to look around and you get to experience different cultures and stuff like that, so it has its pros and cons. It's definitely a bit detrimental to your health, but as long as you deal with it well, and my cut was really good this camp, so it didn't really have too much of an effect, so it's actually just awesome to be here and experience America and see all the things that I don't usually get to see. I live on the Gold Coast. I live right near the beach. I work a little bit in health food, so obviously that's a big part, but I like rock climbing and definitely being out in the sun and enjoying everything that the Gold Coast has to offer. We have bushwalks and theme parks and all sorts of things, so I love just going back to being a tourist in my own city usually, especially when I'm off camp 100%. You can kind of chill out and eat and be a foodie, and then experience a lot of really cool things that Gold Coast has. You got to have a balance because otherwise your job becomes something that you don't enjoy as much and it gets a bit monotonous and it's just Groundhog Day. But obviously camp is always an extreme thing, especially on your body and all that sort of stuff. So once you get out of camp, it's always good to chill out and keep training and keep everything up and keep your weight down, but just like enjoy yourself and go back to loving it again and learning and being a sponge. And I love that balance of flow, go in and out of camp.